In central Brighton off of Egbert Street, crews are hard at work replacing aging water pipes with new ones.
A lot of these pipes, turns out, are even older than we thought, so some of them could be half a century old.
It's all part of the Core City pipe replacement project to replace more than a mile of old pipe that's undersized.
We're actually doubling the size to 8-inch mostly in diameter as opposed to 4. More water will be able to get to the area. There should be an increase in pressure to residents and the businesses that are attached. And quality will go up both from the lack of minerals, attached to the walls of the old iron pipe.
This is one section of the old pipe. As you can see, a lot of rust buildup on the inside, quite brittle actually. I can break it off with my finger. Now, as you can see here, the water flow has a diameter of about 4 inches, but for some section of pipe, it was only 2.
Staff engineer for the city's utilities department, Ben Willows, explains the process.
So from beginning to end, they'll cut open the street, essentially, dig a trench for the new water main, and then they will lay the new water main. At some point, they'll tie that main into the old system, do a chlorine test to make sure that the pipe's fully disinfected, and then take a bacteriological test, pressure test to make sure there's no leaks, and then once that's all done, then they can attach the service line from the old pipe to the new pipe, and then once that's all done, they'll connect the whole system together.
Starting on Bridge Street and 9th Avenue, this process is done section by section, progressing south along 9th. Crews are also replacing old fire hydrants with new ones, 10 in total. Willow says a project of this scale has come with challenges.
Keeping people's water on throughout the project is definitely challenging because you have 2 lines in parallel, and eventually you do have to shut that water off to connect the new system into the old.
The decades-old infrastructure fragile, leading to unknowns. Crews at one point working around the clock to fix this water main break on Egbert.
That was, a long day of trying to get those things shut and try to get people's water back on as fast as possible. The infrastructure is so old, so it is even more reason to fix them.
But Willow says the bumps in the road are worth it. The new fire hydrants alone may help to save lives.
It'll provide a lot more water pressure for fighting fires, for domestic use, for irrigation, and all those things. So the short term definitely pays off in decades of higher quality water, for sure.
The final step of the project, paving the streets.
With the city growing so much, we got to take care of this stuff, before it gets too far.